No, I was just thinking, when a moment ago when we said,
Oh, you catching me in my professional
yeah,
moment.
when I said that Donald Trump, when he initially, a lot of the stuff that he was saying was absolutely true. But his problem was that he was doing, as far as I can see, was a selfish motive, tricking, lying, telling the people doing it for them, like most people politicians do. But if he, now I would think if he's being a white man, a rich man, pretending to be rich or whatever.
I'm not him. Opportunist.
Uh huh.
That was who he was. He was an
Okay.
opportunist. You know what I'm saying? He took advantage of opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
All right.
definitely.
Now I know you hate niggas.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I play that. I play that card. And all the ones that don't, there's a lot of motherfuckers didn't like niggas. And he played that card. He played their hate. And pimp they hate. You know what I'm saying? You know about a pimp. Pimp take advantage of disadvantaged people. You know what I'm saying? You don't know no better? Oh, you finna get fucked. That was gay.
And he took advantage of it.
He exploited it.
Well,
He exploited their deepest hate.
is there any, well, okay, in a situation like that, having that kind of popularity that he kind of mustered up,
That's
is
not
there any way?
popularity, that's knowledge.
Okay, that kind of knowledge. What do you think he could have done or required that could have? Is it possible he could have brought the people together? The ones
Together.
yeah,
Who?
the
Donald
ones
Trump?
he
He did.
I'm talking not them alone. I'm talking about on both sides.
Who else?
Like we talking about the ones, like for instance, the ones that went down
All
to the
white
Capitol,
folks ain't prejudice.
like the ones who went to the Capitol,
Uh-huh.
and the ones who were pissed off because they went to the Capitol.
He
Is there any way he could have brought those two together so it wouldn't have been going no Capitol, and both sides could have been satisfied? Do you see that any possibility? Because I mean,
They thought they were. Many of them thought they were. You know what I'm saying? They thought they was fighting the system. They thought that was that was their fight. The fight was on.
mhm.
It was about to go down.
Look here. Did you see that interview with the young lady she was looking like the girl that
That
fighting the ball the phone.
she got sprayed. She got
The one got sprayed. She said, "Ooh, what's wrong? They sprayed me." He said,
That dumbass bitch.
He said, "What were you doing?" She said, I was getting in to the window and they pushed me back out and sprayed me.
Put in the door. That
He
was
said,
the
"What's your name? Where you from?" She told. He said, "Well, what were you going in there for?" He said, "We were supposed to do what?
Yeah.
A storm the revolution?
It was a storm
Just
the
a
right-
revolution?"
the Capitol.
Well, what did you expect?
Crazy the shit out your dumb
Now,
ass.
how crazy can that be?
That's how dumb they are.
God.
But and me, growing up, I was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I started trying to be an athlete early in life. You know what I'm saying? And I had saw the advantages that athletes had. You know what I'm saying? So, and not thinkers are easily persuaded. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that exploitation of people. You know what I'm saying? I was the voice of a weaker person. You know what I'm saying? Size didn't matter to me. I know that a tree will fall.
It damn sure will.
A tree will fall. You know what I'm saying? You know how tall a tree will get. You know what I'm saying?
How deep the roots can be.
Yeah, you had guys who were big in size. You know what I'm saying? Slow in thought. You know what I'm saying? Not great thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they want to hit you in the mouth or hit you in the nose or swell your eye. Shit,
Yeah.
I kick you in the ankle. You know what I'm saying?
It'll bring you down just a bit.
Hit this big tall motherfucker down here. You know what I'm
Bring the
saying?
head down.
Now you work the head. You work the head with the countdown. I know guys that was smaller than my stature. You know what I'm saying? They gonna clock that nigga up top. Nigga, get him down. You can get it. That's right. That's a true statement.
Yeah.
It's a Asian tribe. You know what I'm saying? And they attack on the on the back of an elephant. You know what I'm saying? And for a while that was beautiful until those ancients got smart. They'll break that motherfucking elephant's knee.
Mm.
And then elephant fall and they kill that son on his back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Smart motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you know, others when they fought him, they was trying to get him while he was up and got stampeded. You know what I'm saying? The elephant just come through and crush. And you know, it's ways.
Yeah.
It's ways. Any motherfucking thing you want to do, LG.
Sure. Yeah. Except
Except
bring it together and have what
It's
everybody
ways.
say they want.
we don't. This is the thing. What we don't do, we don't go that extra mile to do the things that are hard. We commonly take the easiest route because we don't want to work for nothing.
And we want everybody to give it to us, huh?
That's
Why do you think that it's like that?
That's human nature. That what is easy is easily taken. You know what I'm saying?
Easily given, easily taken.
Easily, look how hard I'm working to find this lighter. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? I achieved the goal. I got the lighter. But if this lighter was in back here, I had to find it. I had to work for it. You know what I'm saying? Not many of us take that route that we got to work for. Many of us, if we got to work for it, fuck it. We'll give up on it. We'll let it go. When how should a doctor take 8 to 10 years to get a degree? Not many doctors. Because niggas ain't finna do 8 to 10 years. They gonna do 4 and get a shorter gain, they satisfied.
Now, what you explained right there, I've got another scenario that I can associate, I believe, with that. In that, I believe that's partially could be used in the way a whole system is set up. And I'm talking about the original system, and to this degree. Like you said, people don't work for it. Nature
is the original system.
Those things which you got to have, you got to do, you'll do. For instance, if you got to eat, and then you can't eat unless you do something, you'll do it to eat. Because if you don't, you're not gonna survive. So that's a necessity.
Still take
whatever you got to do.
You encounter those things, and a lot of people judge people that steal. But the thing about it is that if my family hadn't eaten, and your family had plenty, now I give you the opportunity to work with me.
Right.
But you not under that opportunity, you possibly gonna get stolen on.
That's why we have crime and violence.
That's right.
So that's why I would say nature, in its original plan, basically was teaching humankind, how to respond to the essentials, the things for survival, food, shelter, and a couple other things, whatever they might be.
I would the question about that is that nature is not in a plan. Nature is natural.
That's what I'm saying.
You called it a plan, though.
No. Did I say plan?
Yeah, you said nature in its original plan.
Okay, well, not meaning plan in the sense of a plan.
Existence.
In its originality. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
nature is natural.
Well, and this is how it teaches.
Instinct.
And this is, and going back, that's how it teaches, by being natural in those things for survival, or even things that are interest to you, like finding a cigarette lighter.
You own it.
If but here's the key, because people got different interests, and people do different things, but they still got to use the same motivation to go forward and accomplish certain things.
Nature is common in both of them.
And while it's being common in both of them, and you got people who I would say we want a lot of stuff but don't want to work for it. How could they access these things? I'm talking about nature now.
You have to give up that what they want.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
Nature doesn't exist in a want system.
No, I'm talking about people now. I'm talking about people. I'm saying nature just exists in
existence.
Yeah, but now I'm talking about being persuaded in production by the wants of the people, and the wants of people being motivated by what they do, or not being motivated by what they do, but it's an expression of what their interests are, because they do it. And so by this, the point that I want to make is this, because I say some stuff I think it kind of be confusing sometimes to some people, is I might want a car, but I don't want to work for it. And I might want a house that I don't want to work for. Now, you, as far as this discussion, I'm just talking about nature.
Okay.
And all of its
Nature. Let me interrupt you in your going. All right. Nature does not ride with want. Nature
Nothing right with what?
want.
Okay.
Nature comes through need.
Well, nature has taught us this. That's what we just talked a moment ago. I'm leaving there because nature has taught us what we need and how to get to what we need. Now we're going to benefit from what we've learned from nature because you learned.
You took it to want though.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about want. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about nature want. I'm talking about my individual human nature want, not human want.
Want and need is the difference.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm not saying it makes not. We're on the same page, but I'm not coming through clear with what I'm saying.
Come on.
Nature has done what nature does. We as individuals have learned from nature based upon what we need. Now, because our needs might be different, and some of them are, we have gotten different learnings, different knowledges that help us in different ways that others might not be blessed in. However, we can benefit from what you've learned or another has learned if we are connected to
in order to get it.
If we're connected to the process by which nature is. In other words, humankind usually, this might be true, might not, but as my understanding has been, that they're usually connected with something called love, human nature for loving. And if you can love one another, then you might be able to let the people who build houses to build houses for folks who need houses, and for people who build cars for people who want cars.
Love does cross it.
Love bring all that stuff together without the crime and the violence like we were talking a moment ago, because if we can't, then that's where the problems come.
Well, it not necessarily deviates from crime and violence, because the thing about it is this, is something else that still exists, is that I can fix a love for you. Mm-hmm. And
you can do fix a what?
I say fix a love, and that means that it's counterfeit. You know, that means that I choose to.
In other words, fake.
I choose to love you. You know what I'm saying? I show love toward you. You know what I'm saying? But hate deviates. That's different. Hate doesn't let that exist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Love, hate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hate stops that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those are total opposite natures. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That speaks back to nature.
Okay.
Love and hate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you hate something, it's something that you're going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you love something, it's something you're going to do.
Okay.
It's going to show itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when the confrontation comes, how do you deal with that? Tell us how we deal with that.
How you deal with the confrontation of love and hate?
Yeah, when they get together, because they both going to do their job.
How do you deal with the confrontation? Whatever that is that exists in you, it
takes care of itself.
It takes care of itself.
Now, ladies, I'm going to end there. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for giving me this time, sharing with you some knowledge. And I'm not going to tell this guy's name because he might not want you to know it, but you got the knowledge. And that is everything that you've heard here. Say that last thing we said one more time. I want them to hear that.
Love and hate. They participate in themselves.
And there it is. So if you're doing hateful things,
you're showing who you are.
You're showing who you are. And if you're doing loving things, you're showing who they are. And usually we tell lovers.
Wait.
Okay, come on with it.
All right, but my trying to convince you that I love you and I show you hate, I've lied. Because love show love, hate show hate. You can't tell me you love me and you mistreat me.
You hear that, ladies and
Throw
gentlemen?
that in.
You hear that?
Say we wasn't go. We wasn't go.
But until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.
Tomorrow is out. I'm gonna tell you something.
You know.
Well, get me out.